Day 9 of 40 Days of Faith. This is the miracle of the pillow of Adoniram Judson. Best story yet. Anne and Adoniram worked very hard in Burma. They spread the gospel throughout Rangoon. However, after working there for several years, a change was taking place. Now Burma was at war with Great Britain. In 1824, they were sitting down for dinner and a group of men came and busted down the door. It was the dreaded Spotted Faces. Spotted Faces were criminals who, in exchange for death, had been allowed to work for the king. On their faces, they had spots tattooed, and their crime, if they had committed murder, it was tattooed on their foreheads. They punched Adoniram to the ground, beat him, and wrapped his arms in cords. Spotted Faces dragged Adoniram to the courthouse. He was charged guilty. No trial, no chance to speak. He was sent to Let May Yun, the death prison. Here at the death prison, he and the other prisoners at night were shackled by the feet and strapped to a bamboo pole. So they would raise the bamboo pole about 4 feet from the ground. Their head and shoulders would touch the floor to sleep, but all night their feet were in the air. Anne visited him and took him food. Adoniram was worried about the New Testament translation in Burmese. Adoniram told Anne to stuff it inside the ugliest, nastiest, repulsive pillow and bring it to him. That way nobody would want it. Anne sewed the pages of the Burmese New Testament translation inside the pillow and took it to Adoniram. They had outside day huts at the prison where prisoners could go outside and sit, and even there, Adoniram took the pillow with him. One day it was time to move. All the foreign prisoners were rounded up, and Adoniram was demanded to leave the pillow behind. Another location that was just a dilapidated mud hut. Finally, the king ordered foreign prisoners to come help him translate. They were the only ones who could speak Burmese and English. Burma had surrendered and a treaty was to be written up. Adoniram and Anne were reunited, and after 2 years of him being in prison, he went back home to the missionary house that actually was still standing. However, he had no idea how he would have the energy to rewrite the whole New Testament in Burmese that had been lost in his pillow. An amazing miracle happened. When Adoniram and the other prisoners were moved to the second prison, a friend and local named Mong Ing had come to the death prison to look for a memento to remember Adoniram by. In his grief, he saw the nasty old pillow laying in mud, and he remembered that Adoniram had carried it around. And he took the pillow home and was going to wash it. However, when he got home, he noticed the pillow was really lumpy, and so he opened it up to look, and he found all the translation in Burmese of the New Testament. When the coast was clear, Mong Ing took the translation back to Adoniram. It had taken Adoniram 9 years to translate the New Testament into Burmese. Now he could start on the Old Testament. Adoniram finished the Old Testament and New Testament in Burmese. And today that is still the only translation of the Bible written in Burmese.